This is verse 23 of the 15th chapter, Gospel of Matthew. Jesus has traveled with his disciples to the northern border of Israel, maybe crossing the border into Phoenicia, maybe remaining just inside the boundary of Israel. It's a disputed point, but one way or another, a woman who is described as a Canaanite woman, otherwise said to be Syro-Phoenician. And certainly from the disciples' point of view, you might say their natural antipathy toward her was probably something that came immediately to the surface in their consciousness. And we see evidence of that soon enough. But in any event, this woman is coming begging Jesus to perform a miraculous exorcism of the demon that is harassing her daughter. And Jesus here seems to just ignore her. That seems to be the sense of the text here. So we have ho, this is the article, but stands sometimes as the pronoun, and that's what we have here. So he, we render that, postpositive da, uk, the negation with apokrythe. From apokrynomai to answer, it'll take the dative as we find here. This is the third person singular. Aorist, passive in form, active in meaning, indicative. So he did not answer would be the idea. Obtain, of the feminine pronoun, did not answer her. Logon, usually rendered a word. Didn't say a word to her, didn't respond to her, just ignored her, basically, is the idea. Well, this goes on apparently for a while, and Matthew tells us kai, the connective proselphone test from proserchomai. I come to, this is an aorist participle. In the nominative, masculine plural, referring to the disciples. So the disciples having come to. Here we have the hoi mathetai, the disciples, possessive pronoun, out to of him. So his disciples having come to him. Then erotun. This is from erotao. Means to ask. It usually is used in connection with asking as in a inferior asking of a superior, which is of course appropriate here. This is the third person plural, aorist, active indicative. So they, having come to him, asked, auton him. Legontes, now a present participle, again referring to the disciples, saying, nominative, masculine plural. Apoluson, this is the imperative. It's the third person or second person singular, aorist active, imperative. So dismiss is the idea. From apoluo to loose, loose from, and from that is the idea of getting rid of someone, sending them away, dismissing them. And so that's the imperative that the disciples use with Jesus. Dismiss, obtain her. In the accusative here, feminine, singular, dismiss her. Hoti, conjunction can mean that or because. Here it's because. Kradze, from kradzo, I cry out. This is the third person singular, present active indicative, because cries out, she cries out, would be the idea. Opisthen, this is a preposition, takes the genitive, so she cries out after. Is the meaning of this, and here's the genitive, us, cries out after us. So now some think that what the disciples are saying is, why don't you heal the daughter and send her away so we can get rid of this problem? More likely, the disciples are simply assuming that it's beneath Jesus' dignity to begin performing miracles for those who are outside of Israel, outside the community of faith. He's, of course, told them that they should only go to the lost sheep of Israel, and they probably assume that the same attitude is at work in Jesus. So at this point, they're just trying to rid themselves of what appears to be a nuisance here by sending this woman away. It could be that the miracle Jesus performs is as much for the pedagogy of the disciples as it is for the benefit to the woman. I think both of those are very much in view as he is going to respond to her in the ensuing discussion.